2026 is not an ordinary year. It is a prophetic turning point where what was hidden begins to surface, what was delayed starts to move, and what was promised is finally unlocked. This is the year when divine timing meets prepared hearts, and blessings long concealed are revealed to those who align with God's order. 2026 is not just another year on the calendar, it is a divine threshold. A season of revelation, a time when the unseen becomes visible, the delayed becomes immediate, and the hidden becomes unlocked. Many have lived with unanswered prayers, delayed breakthroughs, and invisible favor. Many have persevered in faithfulness, yet have wondered why their efforts seem to yield little fruit. The answer is now emerging. There is a spiritual clock, a divine timetable, and a hidden pattern that governs the flow of blessings. And 2026 is the year when these hidden patterns align with those prepared to receive them. This is a year of unveiling. For decades, the spiritual realm has held certain blessings in reserve, not because they are withheld out of judgment, but because timing is essential. Divine timing is perfect. Certain blessings require seasons of preparation, seasons of refinement, seasons of faithfulness tested and proven. What may have appeared as stagnation or delay was, in reality, a period of divine orchestration, a preparation of both the individual and the environment for the moment of manifestation. Why are these blessings emerging now? Why does 2026 carry this unique spiritual significance? The answer lies in alignment. Every blessing has a key, sometimes multiple keys. And when those keys are turned in the spiritual realm, the doors open. Some of these keys involve personal growth, character development, spiritual maturity, and endurance under pressure. Other keys involve obedience, discernment, and the ability to recognize the timing of God. Blessings that were once hidden are not random, they are strategic. They emerge precisely when preparation meets opportunity, when faithfulness meets favor, and when readiness meets divine orchestration. Imagine a treasure chest hidden beneath layers of earth, inaccessible to all who do not possess the map. That map is your spiritual readiness, your alignment with divine principles, and your adherence to eternal truths. Until these elements are in place, the treasure remains concealed. The unseen favor that many have longed for has been reserved, not denied. It has been held until the moment when conditions are perfect, when timing is precise, and when hearts are prepared to steward the blessings that are about to manifest. 2026 is the year when hidden favor begins to surface. It is a year where invisible networks, unseen opportunities, and unnoticed support systems begin to converge. Those who have been faithful in their service, diligent in their work, and persistent in their prayers will begin to notice shifts. Doors that were previously closed will now swing open. Paths that were blocked will now become accessible. Relationships, resources, and opportunities long delayed will now manifest because the hidden hand of divine timing is at work. Many are entering 2026 unaware that this is a season of revelation. Many will continue their daily routines without recognizing the subtle signs that signal the release of hidden blessings. But for those with eyes to see, ears to hear, and hearts to discern, 2026 will become a year of profound transformation. It is a year where delayed answers find their season, where postponed breakthroughs finally arrive, and where long-awaited elevation occurs with unmistakable clarity. The hidden blessings of 2026 are not always material. They can be spiritual, relational, emotional, or even physical. Some will receive breakthroughs in health, others in financial stability, some in relationships, and others in divine wisdom or insight. Yet all hidden blessings share one common feature: they require alignment. No blessing can manifest outside of God's timing, and no blessing can manifest without preparation. Those who rush ahead without readiness will not fully grasp the fullness of what is being released. Those who align their hearts, minds, and actions with divine order will experience favor multiplied beyond expectation. Consider this. Hidden blessings are like seeds buried deep in fertile soil. They are invisible to the eye, often unnoticed by those who pass by, but they are growing. They are developing roots, drawing nourishment from unseen sources, and preparing for a season of harvest. The timing of their emergence is not random. It is orchestrated with precision. Those who are patient, persistent, and faithful will witness their fruits at exactly the right moment. And 2026 is that moment, a season where the seeds of faith, diligence, and obedience bear the fruit of tangible, life-changing blessings. Many have asked, why have these blessings been hidden for so long? The answer is multifaceted. Some blessings remain hidden because they are reserved for a time when the recipient is ready to handle them responsibly. Some blessings are delayed to refine the character of the individual, teaching patience, humility, and perseverance. Other blessings are hidden because they require the perfect alignment of spiritual and earthly conditions to manifest fully. No blessing is ever lost. It is simply awaiting its appointed time. And 2026 is that appointed time. This year signals the convergence of preparation and opportunity. It is a year when divine favor, which has been unseen, begins to manifest in tangible ways. The principles that govern hidden blessings are simple yet profound: alignment, readiness, faithfulness, and discernment. Those who cultivate these qualities will find themselves at the forefront of supernatural breakthroughs. Doors will open that no man can close. Opportunities will arise that were previously unimaginable, and favor will flow in ways that exceed expectation. It is also important to recognize that hidden blessings are often connected to obedience. There is a spiritual principle that governs the release of favor. Those who walk in alignment with divine principles position themselves for revelation. Integrity, faithfulness, consistency, and spiritual discipline act as catalysts for the unveiling of hidden blessings. Those who ignore these principles may continue to experience delay, while those who embrace them find acceleration. 2026 invites a mindset shift, a realization that what is hidden is not withheld forever. It is reserved, protected, and timed for maximum impact. This is the year to embrace patience, cultivate alignment, and prepare for the manifestation of blessings that were once invisible. Faithful persistence in small, daily acts of obedience creates momentum in the unseen realm, which ultimately translates into visible outcomes in the natural realm. Hidden blessings also require vision. To recognize the doors opening in 2026, one must have spiritual eyes to see the signs of timing and opportunity. Many blessings are released quietly, subtly, and gradually before becoming fully visible. Recognizing them requires awareness, discernment, and attentiveness to spiritual cues. Those who remain vigilant, prayerful, and attentive will not miss the unfolding of divine favor. Furthermore, 2026 is a year that rewards endurance. Those who have endured hardship, disappointment, and delay without abandoning faith will experience the unfolding of blessings with exponential impact. The spiritual principle at work is simple. Perseverance under pressure produces reward. Hidden blessings are often the fruit of unseen endurance. They are the result of faith maintained in the dark seasons, of integrity kept when no one was watching, and of commitment upheld despite discouragement. In essence, 2026 is a year of unveiling, revelation, and fulfillment. It is a year when hidden blessings become accessible, delayed breakthroughs find their season, and the faithful are elevated into new levels of favor and opportunity. The blessings long concealed are no longer postponed, they are arriving. and they are arriving with precision, power, and purpose. This is a moment to prepare, to align, and to recognize the spiritual patterns that govern blessing. Those who embrace this season with awareness and faith will witness the unfolding of a year unlike any other, a year of hidden favor revealed, of long-awaited promises fulfilled, and of divine blessings released in abundance. 2026 is the year when preparation meets opportunity, patience meets manifestation, and faith meets reward. It is the year of divine unveiling. 2026 is a year unlike any other, a year when momentum shifts and what has been slow begins to move with divine acceleration. For many, the last seasons have been marked by delay, waiting, and unanswered prayers. Doors that were expected to open remained shut. Opportunities that seemed promised were postponed. Yet, these delays were never permanent. They were seasons designed to prepare, refine, and position individuals for a sudden and powerful shift. This is the year when delay gives way to acceleration. What has been stuck, delayed, or stagnant is now positioned to move. The universe operates on divine timing, and acceleration often follows seasons of preparation. Like a river dammed behind a wall, water gathers quietly, building potential and strength. When the wall is removed, the flow becomes unstoppable, powerful, and transformative. 2026 is that moment. The wall is removed, and the river of blessing begins to surge forward with force. Acceleration is not random. It is the result of alignment. Just as a vehicle will only reach its top speed when its engine is tuned, its wheels aligned, and its path clear, so too do blessings accelerate when alignment is achieved. This alignment is spiritual, emotional, and practical. It requires clarity of purpose, steadfast faith, obedience, and a willingness to step into responsibility. Those who have spent years in preparation will suddenly find their efforts multiplying, their doors opening wider, and their steps moving with supernatural ease. The shift from delay to acceleration is also a matter of timing. Some blessings are released slowly at first, almost imperceptibly, until the momentum builds and the speed of manifestation becomes undeniable. Many will look back at their previous seasons of waiting and realize that every delay, every challenge, every moment of patience was orchestrated to create the precise conditions for rapid advancement. 2026 is the year when all the careful preparation, endurance, and faithfulness converge to produce exponential results. Acceleration is a visible sign of spiritual favor. It indicates that the unseen has begun to impact the visible realm. Opportunities multiply, obstacles diminish, and growth expands at a rate that feels sudden but is actually the culmination of long-term preparation. In many cases, those who experience this acceleration will find that blessings arrive from unexpected directions. People, resources, and opportunities that had been invisible or dormant suddenly appear. These are not coincidences. They are the natural outcomes of spiritual alignment meeting divine timing. Which brings us to the principle of spiritual alignment, the key to accessing overflow in 2026. Overflow is not merely abundance, it is the natural result of being in perfect harmony with divine principles. Spiritual alignment involves aligning your thoughts, words, actions, and intentions with the patterns of divine order. It is about living in integrity, embracing faithfulness, cultivating gratitude, and positioning yourself to receive what has been promised. When alignment is achieved, the universe responds. Doors that were locked now open. Resources that were hidden now flow. Influence that was limited now expands. Alignment also requires discernment. It is not enough to desire acceleration. One must be attuned to the timing and pathways through which blessings flow. Like a farmer who waits for the season to plant and the rains to fall, one must recognize when to act, when to hold back, and when to step forward with faith. Many have pursued blessings prematurely only to meet resistance. In 2026, discernment will guide those who are ready, allowing them to move with wisdom, grace, and supernatural favor. Acceleration and alignment are intimately connected. Without alignment, acceleration can be chaotic, unsustainable, or even destructive. But when alignment is present, acceleration becomes a tool of divine orchestration. Life begins to move at a speed that matches your readiness, your capacity, and your spiritual maturity. The pace of blessing is no longer delayed, it is accelerated, multiplied, and sustained. Consider this: many of the greatest breakthroughs in life occur not in isolation, but at the intersection of preparation and opportunity. Delay is often a period of preparation, and acceleration is the reward for readiness. In 2026, those who have been prepared for seasons of waiting will suddenly experience breakthroughs that seem overwhelming in scale. Doors will open, chains will break, and opportunities will arrive that were previously unimaginable. Spiritual alignment also shapes the quality of the blessings received. Those who are aligned with divine principles do not merely experience temporary gains. They access lasting, life-transforming favor. Overflow manifests not only in material wealth, but also in wisdom, influence, relationships, health, and spiritual insight. Alignment ensures that what is received is sustainable, beneficial, and empowering. Those who neglect alignment may experience sudden bursts of opportunity, but without a foundation of readiness and integrity, such gains may be fleeting or accompanied by unforeseen challenges. In practical terms, alignment in 2026 involves several key elements. First, it requires honesty with oneself, a willingness to confront weaknesses, abandon unproductive patterns, and cultivate virtues that attract favor. Second, it involves obedience, consistently following principles, guidance, and instructions even when immediate results are not visible. Third, it demands focus, prioritizing actions, investments, and relationships that align with one's higher purpose. Fourth, it requires gratitude, acknowledging past blessings and recognizing the sources of favor in life. Each of these elements creates a spiritual environment in which acceleration naturally occurs. The acceleration of 2026 is not merely about speed. It is about exponential growth. What previously took years to accomplish may now take months or weeks. Long-delayed opportunities suddenly arrive, and projects that seemed stagnant gain momentum. The energy of this year favors those who have persevered, those who have remained faithful in small matters, and those who have maintained alignment with spiritual principles. Acceleration is reserved for those who are ready, prepared, and positioned to steward it responsibly. Overflow is the natural outcome of this alignment and acceleration. Overflow is not simply abundance, it is the point at which provision exceeds need. Influence extends beyond expectation, and impact radiates outward. When alignment and acceleration converge, overflow is inevitable. It manifests as an uncontainable force, touching multiple areas of life simultaneously: finances, health, relationships, purpose, and spiritual growth. 2026 is the year in which this overflow becomes visible, undeniable, and transformative. This is also a year to act boldly. Acceleration will reward those who recognize opportunity and step into it with faith and courage. Hesitation or fear may slow progress, but decisive action aligned with spiritual readiness will trigger divine momentum. What has been delayed is now ready to move, but movement requires participation. The blessings of 2026 are not merely passive gifts, they are responses to readiness, faith, and proactive alignment. The shift from delay to acceleration in 2026 also carries a message of hope. Those who have felt overlooked, undervalued, or frustrated by previous seasons will find renewed purpose. Their efforts, prayers, and perseverance have not been wasted. Every season of waiting has contributed to the momentum that is now being unleashed. 2026 is a year of recognition, of unseen labor rewarded, of persistence acknowledged, and of divine timing revealed. Ultimately, the lessons of 2026 are clear: alignment precedes acceleration, and acceleration precedes overflow. By committing to integrity, obedience, discernment, and faithfulness, individuals position themselves to experience life-changing movement. What has been delayed will now move. What has been hidden will now emerge. What has been limited will now expand. This is the year when preparation meets opportunity, patience meets action, and faith meets its reward. In conclusion, 2026 is a year of dynamic shift, a year where delays end and acceleration begins. It is a year that rewards spiritual alignment, readiness, and persistent faith. Overflow is no longer a distant hope, it is a tangible reality for those who align their hearts, actions, and minds with divine order. The lessons are clear: prepare, position, discern, act, and align. The time of waiting is over. The season of acceleration is here. The doors of hidden blessings are opening, and the flow of overflow is unstoppable. 2026 is the year to move boldly, align fully, and receive abundantly. 2026 is not simply another year, it is a spiritual watershed, a turning point where the chains of past limitations are broken and the rewards of faithful endurance are finally released. For many, the past has been filled with cycles of frustration, repetition, and limitation. Patterns that seemed impossible to escape kept repeating, and opportunities were blocked by unseen barriers. These cycles were not accidental, they were seasons designed to shape character, refine faith, and prepare individuals for the release of extraordinary blessing. This is a year of separation from the old cycles, the limiting beliefs, the past disappointments, and the patterns that no longer serve your growth. The spiritual principle at work is clear: to receive new blessings, old cycles must be released. The past, with its failures, delays, and limitations, cannot dictate your future. 2026 marks the moment when those who have endured, persevered, and remained faithful can finally step out of the shadows of previous limitations into a new season of expansion, freedom, and influence. Separation from past cycles is not just about leaving the past behind, it is about understanding the lessons embedded in every season. Every setback, delay, or disappointment contains a hidden lesson, a seed of wisdom, and a blueprint for future success. Those who fail to learn from the past may find themselves trapped in repetition. But those who extract the wisdom, embrace the discipline, and cultivate resilience position themselves for freedom. 2026 is the year when past limitations lose their power and the doors to new opportunities swing wide open. Many have experienced spiritual, emotional, or financial cycles that seemed unending. Perhaps a certain dream never materialized, a relationship repeatedly failed, or resources never seemed to align. These cycles were not mistakes, they were training grounds for faithfulness. They were opportunities to cultivate perseverance, integrity, and trust in the timing of the divine. And now, in 2026, these cycles are coming to an end. The patterns that once constrained you are dissolving, making way for new possibilities, unprecedented breakthroughs, and unshakable progress. The principle of reward for unseen faithfulness is central to this season. Faithfulness does not go unnoticed, even when it appears hidden, ignored, or unrewarded in the moment. Every act of integrity, every moment of patience, and every decision to stay aligned with truth contributes to a spiritual ledger that is now being credited. The universe, or divine order, does not overlook the diligent and the faithful. What was once unseen is now visible. What was once unrecognized is now honored. 2026 is the year when persistence in faith, even without immediate results, yields tangible reward. reward for unseen faithfulness is not always instant. It is often a culmination of long-term consistency. Like a tree that grows in silence for years before bearing fruit, faithfulness is nurtured over time. Each act of patience, obedience, and integrity plants a seed that is now ready to blossom. Those who have remained faithful in the dark seasons, continued in their work despite setbacks, and trusted the process without complaint will find that 2026 is the year when their efforts produce exponential results. Separation from past limitations is also an invitation to release what no longer serves you. Many have carried invisible weights, fear, doubt, resentment, guilt, and unhealed wounds that have slowed progress and hindered manifestation. These spiritual and emotional burdens act like anchors, keeping potential blessings from being fully realized. 2026 is the season to release these weights. The freedom that comes from letting go of the past is essential for stepping into a new dimension of influence, opportunity, and favor. The old cycles cannot coexist with new blessings. They must be replaced with readiness, clarity, and openness to receive. The reward for unseen faithfulness often comes in unexpected forms. It is not always immediately obvious and can manifest as spiritual insight, divine connections, financial breakthroughs, health restoration, or relational elevation. What is constant, however, is that the reward aligns perfectly with the effort and the integrity invested. Those who have sown faithfully in silence will now reap in abundance, and the timing is perfect. The universe is orchestrating the convergence of opportunity, preparation, and readiness, producing outcomes that surpass expectation. 2026 is not a year for hesitation. It is a year of supernatural favor, a time when provision, health, and purpose converge in ways that transcend ordinary expectation. For many, past seasons have been filled with effort without visible reward, with challenges that seemed insurmountable, and with opportunities that were delayed or deferred. Yet all of these experiences have been preparing the way for a powerful season of alignment, breakthrough, and divine acceleration. Supernatural favor is the defining principle of this year. Favor is not merely luck or coincidence, it is a divine endorsement, a supernatural alignment that causes doors to open, obstacles to vanish, and blessings to flow in ways that defy natural explanation. In 2026, favor will operate in multiple dimensions of life. Provision that was once scarce will suddenly appear abundant. Health that was fragile or uncertain will be renewed and strengthened. Purpose that has been unclear or delayed will now manifest with clarity and precision. Provision is one of the most tangible expressions of supernatural favor. Many have labored tirelessly only to see minimal results. Others have given generously, prayed faithfully, or invested diligently, yet have wondered why their efforts seemed fruitless. In 2026, the principles of divine provision will be unlocked. Resources that were previously inaccessible will become available. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will suddenly align. Doors that were once closed will swing open. The year will be marked by abundance in ways that surpass expectation and reward diligence, faithfulness, and readiness. Health is another critical area where favor manifests. The body, mind, and spirit operate in interconnected harmony, and supernatural favor brings restoration, vitality, and resilience. For those who have battled illness, exhaustion, or limitations, 2026 offers renewal. It is a year where unseen forces work to strengthen the physical vessel, restore energy, and renew vitality, allowing individuals to step fully into the work, opportunities, and purposes they were created to fulfill. Favor in health ensures that individuals are not only provided for materially, but also equipped physically and mentally to thrive. Purpose is the third dimension of supernatural favor. In many seasons, purpose has seemed delayed, unclear, or overshadowed by distraction. In 2026, clarity and alignment with divine purpose are revealed. Opportunities arise not by chance but by design, leading individuals toward fulfillment and impact. This is the year when vision aligns with opportunity, when calling aligns with action, and when latent potential is activated. Supernatural favor ensures that not only are needs met, but that individuals are positioned to make meaningful, lasting impact in their lives, communities, and spheres of influence. Walking boldly into this prepared season is essential. Supernatural favor is not passive, it requires recognition, courage, and decisive action. Many blessings are withheld simply because individuals fail to step forward when opportunity presents itself. Fear, doubt, and hesitation can delay the manifestation of favor. 2026 is a year that calls for boldness, faith, and active participation in what has been prepared. The opportunities are real, the favor is active, and the season is ready, but entry into it requires movement. Boldness is not reckless behavior. It is confidence rooted in alignment and awareness. It is stepping forward with faith when circumstances may not yet fully reflect the promise. It is pursuing opportunities with conviction, trusting that the preparation of the past has led to this moment. Walking boldly into this season also requires discernment, recognizing which paths are divinely appointed and which may be distractions or delays. Boldness combined with wisdom unlocks the full measure of favor available in 2026. Faithfulness in previous seasons amplifies the impact of walking boldly. Those who have labored in silence, remained patient through delays, and maintained integrity in unseen seasons will find that stepping forward in 2026 triggers a momentum that multiplies blessings. Doors that have been held shut for years will now open, and opportunities that seemed impossible will suddenly be within reach. The combination of readiness, faithfulness, and bold action creates a powerful spiritual synergy that accelerates provision, health, and purpose in unprecedented ways. Supernatural favor also operates through alignment with divine principles. Generosity, integrity, discipline, and gratitude are not just moral ideals, they are keys that unlock favor. When individuals act in accordance with these principles, they create an environment in which blessings flow naturally and continuously. Favor is attracted to alignment. It accelerates when effort, faith, and readiness are in harmony. 2026 is the year when alignment meets opportunity, producing results that feel both miraculous and inevitable. Provision, health, and purpose are interconnected. Favor in one area amplifies the others. For example, restored health increases energy and focus, enabling individuals to seize opportunities for provision and fulfill their purpose. Provision, in turn, provides the resources necessary to pursue meaningful work, care for oneself, and extend impact to others. Purpose ensures that all blessings are directed in alignment with the divine plan, maximizing their effect and sustaining their impact. In 2026, these dimensions converge, creating a season of holistic abundance. Walking boldly into your prepared season also requires persistence. Even when favor is evident, challenges may still arise. There may be obstacles, opposition, or tests along the way. The difference between those who experience full manifestation of blessing and those who do not is often perseverance. The ability to continue stepping forward despite resistance, maintaining faith in the unseen, and trusting the timing of the season. 2026 rewards persistence as much as it rewards readiness. Timing is another crucial aspect. The season has been prepared, the favor is active. Yet, blessings often require discernment to access them at the right moment. Acting too early or too late can diminish impact. Walking boldly means recognizing the right timing, seizing opportunities with courage, and trusting that the alignment of favor and readiness is now perfect. 2026 provides the clarity to recognize the moment and the courage to step into it fully. Supernatural favor is also expansive. It multiplies beyond expectation. Opportunities often arrive not in isolation, but in clusters, creating a ripple effect across multiple areas of life. A breakthrough in provision may open doors for influence, growth, and relational impact. Favor in health may enhance performance, creativity, and effectiveness in fulfilling purpose. Favor in purpose may unlock both provision and health in unexpected ways. This multiplicative effect is a hallmark of 2026, a year where blessings compound and impact radiates outward. Gratitude plays a key role in sustaining supernatural favor. Recognizing blessings, acknowledging growth, and expressing thanks ensures that favor continues to flow. It creates an environment of openness, receptivity, and joy that magnifies results. Those who approach the season with humility and gratitude find that their favor is not only received, but multiplied, enriching not only their lives but the lives of those around them. Ultimately, 2026 is a year to move boldly. Embrace the supernatural favor that is already in place and fully inhabit the season prepared specifically for you. Provision, health, and purpose are aligned to support growth, influence, and fulfillment. The doors are open, the pathways are clear, and the blessings are ready to be received. Hesitation delays manifestation, courage and faith activate it. Walking boldly is the key to fully experiencing the transformative power of this year. In conclusion, 2026 is a year of extraordinary opportunity. A year marked by supernatural favor, abundant provision, renewed health, and purposeful alignment. It is a year for stepping confidently into what has been prepared, trusting that previous seasons of effort, patience, and faithfulness have positioned you for this moment. Bold action, persistent faith, spiritual alignment, and gratitude are the keys that unlock the full measure of blessing. Those who recognize and act upon this season will experience breakthroughs that are comprehensive, transformative, and life-changing. Step forward with courage. Receive with gratitude. Align with the season. 2026 is not just a year of waiting, it is a year of moving, of seizing, and of walking boldly into the fullness of favor, provision, health, and purpose prepared specifically for you. The blessings are ready, the season is here, and the time to act is now.